Of the National Lottery and for sports and culture. We are here at the Victoria Park once more to bring live coverage of the Premier Division football. And this week, Roger, could be the decisive week wherein we are seeing Avenues will be taking on System 3 in the top of the table clash. When I say top of the table, those are out of the relegation zone, and really this week is jostling for positioning.
Well, Justin, like we said before, and I've always said it's competition time. So obviously the teams are here to play for positioning, and we expect that they will play to their best and do their supporters and sponsors justice and themselves, so to speak.
Okay, so we also have Roxel with us. We're here to bring you two matches this evening. System 3 Avenues and Jabel and Hope in the second game. Roxel?
Yes, Justin, yes, Roger, and our listeners and viewers, listeners on BDS Nice Radio, #1 sporting station in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and on the SPG Football Federation Facebook and the YouTube pages. We're bringing you live coverage. This is match 1, Avenues United. Well, they just came off of a big win, 5-3 in their last encounter. They have some resurgence. And they're playing against a high-octane, Roger, the high-octane men in red, System 3 this evening. They will be looking for 3 more points to keep their push to try to get a position in the top 2. With us, well, I have a packed hot outdoor broadcast booth this evening. We'll give you some of those in a bit. As is System 3 going forward, John T. James, he is brought down, looks by Dino John, number 17. And so a free kick very early in the piece, just on the edge of the 18-yard box, kicking to you guys direction. System 3 behind it. It looks like number 3 and Ted Roberts, and he is going to be seeming to curl this one in from just about 2 to 3, 4 meters away from the 18-yard box, if so much. As for yards, let's go. Let's see what he is going to offer. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in the box. He comes in low into the wall. He gets another opportunity, headed away. I make it there by one of the defenders. It comes to Boti, Eral Hector. He finds Richard Hayde. Hayde is looking for his number 8. I made that Westfield. Westfield is coming back. He is going to Westfield, bumps off of number 11 and falls for Duckwell. System 3, they are on the attack in the half of Avenues. It's with Ted Roberts. He's looking and he's pushing it forward, looking for James, headed away by the number 5. Let's see, Aaron Collis has it. He turns inside neatly. He gets it to Duckwell. Duckwell has space. He turns back to Collis. Collis is on the edge of the 18, but dispossessed there by Damal Francis, former national player, doing well already here, and he'll need to come up to the bad ball into the area. Collis has it. He is trying to get John T. James in, but Geronimo Peters is equal to the task. He gets it to the number 19. Back to Peters. Peters downfield, looking for Hector, but Ted Roberts control, not well, and so Hector dispossesses him. He gets back the return pass. Now is Hector down on the left, goes inside to the middle to Richard Hayde. Richard Hayde is chipping this one forward, looking for the number 19, but Alonzo Butte controls for System 3. We have in the open air booth down here this evening, captain of Vinci Heat, Cornelius Stewart. Good evening, Connie.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. John.
All right, we're going to have some comments from Connie in a bit. We also have a former national player. Listen, I grew up watching this man turning up all sorts of people on the honest way playing field. Tweety Grant. You know that name, Roger?
Oh, yes.
We'll talk about that in a bit. It's now with Roberts. Roberts turns inside. He gets it to, this looks like Sawyers. Sawyers comes across over to the left, trying to find Collis. Goes out of touch. And we have some excitement in store, Connie, this afternoon. 2 really good games. This is the teaser this evening. The second one is the smasher.
Well, I'm just excited to see Hope International play. We need to take the top position, and this is the game I'm really looking for.
We're gonna have to take you off the mic because you're going one team. You have to support all 4 teams this evening. It is now with Jonty James. He gets Collis in. Collis is deep on the left-hand side. He cuts inside, looking to get past the number 19. Has to come back. He gets a good cross into the area, looking for the number 18. Headed away by I make it Hayde. Hayde again, strong. Not a young man, a former national player as well, but still doing good service here for Avenues, Roger.
Yes, Roxel, he has lost some weight, so I can only expect better from him now. When he had his bit of weight on, he was a bit slow, sluggish, but I've seen him in the last previous set of games, and he has come of age, I should say.
He's lost some weight since we last saw him, you say? Yes, lovely football action at the Victoria Park. Connie, you guys are in training. A couple of these guys are on show here today. What's your impression? I would get from you from the number 7 in a bit for System 3 in Jonty James.
Jonty have been doing well in practice. He's been showing tremendous growth. As a player to really look out for in the future. I don't know about now because for the national level is a lot of competition. Is he got ready to compete, and we're gonna just see if he's ready to compete in the following weeks to come.
Well, he's competing right here now. Peters is trying to get this from Roberts. Roberts is pushing it forward. Finds James. He cannot control. Dino John goes back to his goalkeeper. I will get that name for you in a bit.
Denny.
Okay, that's Denny. Thank you, Roger. And so Denny gets it downfield. It's again John. He goes all the way down, finding the custodian this afternoon for System 3 in Gavin Davis. He goes wide, finds a national player in Johnny. Johnny finds his number 13. He goes further out and looks as if he has found his number 17. He comes back now and finds Johnny in their half. This is System 3 playing it around, something they did when they were cruising to victory in their last game. Ted Roberts controls now, comes over to the left, goes back into the center. Johnny is there. They're looking for some movement from their players, and this could be a midfield battle, so to speak, as Johnny pushes it forward, looking to find I make it James. James gets it to his number 7. I make it back to James. James crosses inside, falling there as a defender. It falls for the number 18 off the post. Denny did not know anything about that, Roger, and that would have been in the back of the net, given an inch or two. That I make it was Lavia.
Yes, Roxel, a very great attempt there on Lavia on the part of and System 3. Very good attempt. It actually came off the post, and as you said, then he was about 2 meters away from that one. So had it gone between your uprights, then he would have been lost.
Definitely lost. Definitely lost. As it's Denny now, he's setting things up. But this could be a really good, an interesting encounter. Once the Avenues can deal with the high-octane pace of System 3. It's now with Lavia. He turns well. He is pushing up on the left-hand side. Comes wide. Finds Butte. Butte is looking. He moves up further deep into the Avenues half. He's coming back to Collis. Collis is turning inside now. Gets past one, but blocked there by one of the young defenders. It falls for Butte. Butte crosses inside. Looking for Topwell. Topwell heads, attempted to head back. It is now I make it with the number we don't have there now, but it's number 19. He comes inside, finds 10, back to the number 19, and cut out by Butte. Connie, so far some pressing action by System 3.
I think System 3 is actually playing with more enthusiasm. It looks like they want to win the game more. Avenues just sitting back and let them come at them. And if they continue like this, it's going to be a very difficult game for Avenues tonight.
Okay, well, as it goes, the System 3 would like to get 3 points to go to 42 and keep that race open between them, Hope, and Jabel. Avenues would definitely need to take a point or 3 to continue their hopes of staying in the Premier Division. It's Errol Hector. He gets it inside. Not enough on it, and touched there by I make it Johnny. He finds Duppwell. Duppwell is pushing forward, looking for Simmons. Simmons has the number 2 with him. Simmons is dispossessed by the number 2 momentarily. The flag goes up. This looks like it's against number 22 for Avenues, being carried tonight by Kamel Warren. And so, again, another dangerous free kick, a spot for a dangerous free kick here, Roger.
Yes, Roxel, we saw the previous free kick just about around the same area before for System 3. It went into the wall, so I presume that Roberts is going to change his trajectory now. He's going to make sure that he gets hit around the two-man wall there in number 8 and number 22. He doesn't have a card as yet, but let's see what can be made of this one. It's Roberts. Whistle goes. Kicks that one, but it went straight to the head of the wall again, who booted out. Roberts still holds on, trying to get that one across now, but straight into the hands of Denny. He even now kick it downfield, searching for someone, but straight to... I make that Johnny. The whistle went. There was a collision there, I think, between Roberts trying to get back, because he's playing more or less like a central defender, and in his way to get back, he went into a player, so the referee saw that and pulled that play back. So it's going to be a free kick now by I make it Avenues. We see some signals being made to get the team.
So, sorry, Roger, go ahead. Wasn't hearing you there.
Yes, okay, and the kick now comes in. It's now taken away by System 3. It's now with Butte. Butte gives it, I think it's Collis. He's trying to come down on that far side, looking for someone to pass, so he plays it back. Finds a man in the middle, he turns that one across. Finds Doppel. Doppel now turns, carry it back to Johnny. And because he rocks that System 3 is playing a more, as they compete, they seem to be playing a more compact game now. It's more organized and coming forward in System 3. A long ball played to Butte. Butte has that one, tries to get that one across. Two people, and it's going to be oh my word, that was a shot on goal there. That ball at first instant, we see James went up for that one along with two defenders. It went over the heads, and we see the lanky stretching Doppel getting a boot onto that one, head towards the goal, but the number 22 was able to get a foot onto that one and took it over the goal bars into touch. Is going to be a corner kick to System 3 Roxelle.
Yes, well, I think Connie, that he is on the ball tonight. If Avenues has to pull some stops there, they're going to have to work very, very hard. I think I got my names mixed up there. I gave you two persons in one. It's Fleety Grant here, not Tweety Spence. So we have Fleety Grant, and I'm sure you know that person there, Roger.
Of course, and the corner comes in. Let's go. Take his one. Comes. Oh, and Doppel was hanging there. Kick comes there, but away where that one was, and I think the touch is going to be another goal kick, Roxelle.
Yes, so Mr. Grant may be with us a little later on to give us his views on some of the action. I'll
let you know too, Roxelle, and you could question him after this one. Fleety Grant, as nippy as you see him there, a small figure. He used to throw that ball from the side. I remember as a little boy seeing him throw that ball from the side almost to the back post.
Yeah, I'm being told that you had a very strong throw from the corner flag right into the back post, Mr. Grant. Well, I didn't see that, but I know I saw him turning and weaving his way past a number of defenders for St. Vincent Grendy's at a very, very young age. But that was a very, very long time ago. It's now Hector. He is getting into the 18. He's cutting inside, but he slips there, and so clearing the danger was Roberts. He found Doppel. Doppel went further out to Joel Jack. Jack is looking. He is going further up on the right, finding Simmons. Simmons is looking, trying to get around Warren. Warren has been doing good work so far today. He has averted the danger for that first goal, and he has it back now. He gets it into his number. Well, we'll get that number for you, but he is covered by three persons. It comes off of Jack, and so a throw comes in. Looking for Hector with a quick throw, cut out by Johnny. Falls now for Doppel. Doppel is turning back, finds his number 13. He is being dispossessed by the number 6. He is moving quite quickly, but without the ball. Now he gets it back to Warren. Warren is getting it back to the number 19. He is trying to get past the 13, but again, falling into some pressure there. Dino John controls it now. Back to Warren. Warren finds Damal Francis. Ratty, as he's called locally. He finds Head. Head is coming back to Warren. Warren looks like to be an outlet here tonight, but he is playing from the to a deep position. Finds Head. Head pushes it through. He is now getting it to Hector, but Hector cannot get past Johnny as Johnny clears into touch, and not a bad spell there for Avenues United.
No, Avenues is trying to play football, and it's good to see. And so Avenues is a big team, and it's disheartening to see the position that Avenues in is right now. I hope they could pull this out for the relegation soon, because it would be very sad to see Avenues play first division football.
Well, they're not in the relegation zone right now, but defeats onward and wins for other teams could see them there. And it's good to see that they actually started a younger team tonight, Roger.
Yes, a very much younger team, but this is an attack. Flag goes up. It's going to be an offside call against Avenues United. Yes, Roxelle, I share that sentiment as well. as you said, they were not going relegation zone, but they have now come up themselves. They're playing more tactical football, and it can only do well for them in this game if they can maintain that.
Right, so it is now, it goes across. Johnny still playing on the right hand side. He pushes forward. He is looking for some movement. He's trying to get it to Simmons. This is Jack. Jack controls, finds Simmons. Simmons back to Jack, neatly played. Jack is making room up on the right hand side, but his cross was not well controlled. But this is the first of a few of these we're going to see this afternoon from System 3 down that flank. Roger.
Yes, Jack, unfortunately, if he had wrapped his foot around that one properly, he might have done create a bit of danger there for the Avenues defense. But it's now with Avenues there, now going forward. Turn in the middle is number, I can't get a number 10 it looks like, plays that one to Damal Francis, who plays that one nicely down to that left wing back who controls. Been having a good game all evening, but he loses that one out to System 3. They're now coming forward, taken away there over by Damal Francis, who's trying to punch that one too, but the diminutive Roberts is always there, ever present. As short as he is, he's always presented himself and cut that play out. It's now with Avenues. They're trying to go forward. Lofted ball there, and the flag goes up offside. Hector call offside again there. And we see Roxell. Hector's looking to capitalize. I'm not sure if there's a goal rush on in terms of positioning or price for goal, but Hector would have scored 4 goals in a previous game that we saw, and he has been offside now for the 3rd time, and you can see that he's really searching for goal this evening.
Well, that is going to be important for Avenues as Nash does the cutting out here. It's now with Butte. Butte has Ted Roberts, one of those youngsters in the national training setup right now. He goes across to another youngster, but he's been there for a year or two. This is Ak, as we call him, Johnny, Kishon Johnny. He was looking to come back inside. According to Grant here, and we concur, trying to find Jonte James, but covered there well. Looks by Dino John, and once it's a John, you know his quality coming out of it, Connie.
I think both teams have to be a bit more patient. When they get the ball in position, they're too hurried to lose the ball. And Avenues have a bit of experience, guys, so hopefully the experience shows tonight and they could help them away going forward.
Well done, and this is what we want to see, and we're going to try to continue to push forward with quality football, because both teams are jostling for points this evening. Damal Francis, he pushes forward, looking for Hector. Hector has number 3 in Roberts to contend with. He gets it back to Ledgerwood. It's back to from a nice ball from Hector to Ledgerwood. Cuts it inside, looking for the number 18, but he was a little late in getting there. Duppel, however, sends, it looks like James, who took it down neatly, but Jeroni Peters was not allowing him to get wrong there, as Nash gets the footing to push that away a little bit. It's now still with Duppel getting it to James. Oh, it's a goal! Jonte James, excellent header, beautiful cross, and Danny Roger beaten by the near post.
Well,
Brilliant
Russell,
goal. Brilliant setup, brilliant goal.
We see for the 2nd time this evening, a ball came to that near post there and beaten Denny. A lovely cross. I think I make that one. Was it Dopwell? And we can see James, as we mentioned earlier on, James always searching. He has the tenacity. He has everything that it takes thus far for a striker, and we see him exemplifying that again, Roxell. Great move on the part there once more by James and System 3.
No, we're not taking anything from the goal, but I think the keeper make a little blunder at his goal.
But
should have been saved.
He should have been covering that front post, of course, because the ball came from one direction to the next.
But you can't take any away from the goal. It was a brilliant set, a brilliant goal, but the keeper should have done better there.
Yes, Roger, and Connie, I believe James in the last 2-3 games, his composure has grown tremendously. I'm not sure if it's because we've been pumping it in our commentary, but he's looking as composed as an international player, Roger.
Yes, indeed. As nippy and as slim as his structure is, Roxell, he has a good head on his shoulders, and I think that's what making him feel and look that way.
Well, the number 19 for Avenues, he is trying to get something going. He finds Hayes. Hayes goes on the far side looking for Anderson, but cut out neatly and quickly there by Jack. It goes out of touch, and so there's a throw-in coming in for Avenues. So if you just joined us here on BDS Nice Radio, as you know, the number 1 sporting station in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and on the SVG Football Federation's Facebook and YouTube pages. The scoreline here is 1-0, and I'm sure you might know that is Jonte James once again. He has put System 3 ahead, and they're leading 1-0 via an excellent header after a beautiful cross. I make it from Dopwell. Coming forward again, this is John trying to find Hector, but Gavin Davis, he is in full control. A short man, a slim man, but he has the job to keep all that comes to him out of the upright here for System 3. Lavia, he has it from Roberts. Lavia comes back and finds, I make it Johnny. Johnny turns out to the right and gets into some trouble there. It's now with Anderson. Anderson is trying to keep it in touch. He is bundled off of it. The referee says yes. Referee agrees with my call there by Johnny. Not sure if that was called for, but I don't know. Anderson has put Avenues in a good position to probably get a good cross in.
Johnny have to be more professional than this. He's a national player. He's going at the approaching it too casual, and he's going to cost System 3 if he don't clean up his act tonight.
Roger?
Yes, Johnny, he should have been more, as Connie said, a bit more patient there. There was a rush of blood. There was no need for that. There's still time in the game. We're just about 90 minutes in this fourth period of play, and he needs to keep a more steady head from that position.
Well, if quality is Gamal Francis, he has played for St. Vincent. He can produce a good cross here. And we have two tall men inside there. Let's see. A good cross coming in. Just to the far post. John went up. He didn't get enough on it. Roberts tried to clear. It's a high, just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Lavia tried to head. It's now with Hayde who brings it down for Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood finds John. John goes across the area. Hector goes inside. Don't think he was looking at it as he should and attacking it as he should. And so Gavin Davis comes out. He collects. Now Bo rolls it out to Roberts. Roberts finds Butte. Coming up on the left-hand side. He curls this one around. Really nice ball to Lavia. He controls. He leaves it back now for Collis. Collis finds, this is Butte. This is System 3. They on the attack. Lavia finds Collis. Collis still on the left-hand side. Comes back to Lavia. He is marshaled by 3 players. And the referee is... definitely on the spot there, and so far so good in terms of all-round game, Roger.
Yes, Roxel, a better job we see this afternoon, a better game on hand as well, and it can only for the viewers and the listeners to enjoy the quality that both teams has displayed here. But I think what Lavie had done a while ago is put him in a bit of butter between 3 players. So he would have been fouled in any case, or he would have definitely lost possession. But it's now with Johnny. Johnny looking for some support. Finds his man in the middle. Looking to come forward. Still is Johnny. No, not Johnny, sorry. It plays through, but head away there. And it's to James. James was trying a fancy one there. He thought that a number 5 was going to rush onto him. He was trying to get over his head. And Roxel, had he come through that one, I tell you, this would have been telling me more about the class that this youngster has and his thought process behind the game.
Yes, Roger, definitely. As Avenues are looking to get out of the area there, is Garrett Ledgerwood. He's finding, I make it, Anderson back to Ledgerwood and playing a good ball through. Oh! Playing a good ball through! And that one could have been close. I need the replay on that one, definitely. But the official says he's offside. And so a good build-up. An offside called by the official, Connie.
That was should I say a bad call?
The official's decision is final. Yeah. As Johnny goes across to his right, he finds Jack. Back to Johnny. System 3, they're leading 1-0. It's now with Roberts. Ted Roberts in the national setup right now, doing some training with the Vinci Heat national team. 4 important games coming up as they go into the World Cup qualifiers. Also on the national team training is Aaron Collis. He has Aaron Jackson. He has it now. Finds this is Johnny once again. Playing it back and not really forcing it, that is, as we call it in local terms. But a good touch by Dapple to James. James gave it away, however. It's now with Hayde. Hayde is looking. He is turning. He goes back to Warren. Warren is turning on the outside neatly. Finds Hayde. Hayde is looking for Anderson. But Jack is equal to the task. It goes out of touch. And the official says a throw coming the way of Avenues, Roger.
Yes, Roxanne, number 22 for Avenues have been having a real good game this evening. Seems to be a pretty youngster, but he's actually getting himself into position and really making some good passes there for Avenues. That has been the outlet thus far for the evening.
Yes, Roger, I agree with you. And possibly if they had someone else who can hold that position, I would love to see him in the midfield.
Yes, yes, because he looks quite prolific and fluent. You know, and for his stature, I was wondering why left wing back. But I think we see him play that position maybe all week last week. Well, for the previous game that we'd have seen Avenues playing, and he's now going down to take a corner kick. Let's see what leg he's going to use. And it looks like a right foot one, Roxel. So
that's Anderson actually.
What is it, Anderson?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
How about a similar stature? Anyway,
definitely.
Corner comes in. Went over everyone's head, and it's going to be, we see the flag went up, it's going to be a goal kick there, Roxel, to System 3. Leading 1-0 in the 24th minute of play.
Yes, it looks like there was an infringement on Head, Head on Butte, so it comes, it's going to come up to a free kick, it looks like. Gavin Davis, he is about to put it in the ball in its position, and we were talking there about number 22 for Avenues in Kemel Warren, and he's been doing yeoman service for them so far. But it's Johnny. They're in the ascendancy. They're leading 1-0, pushing it forward, looking for Jonte James, but collected there by John. John finds Peters. Peters comes to his right, pushing it forward, looking for Ledgerwood. He cannot get this one at this time. Butte controls and gets it to Roberts. Roberts finds Simmons. Simmons gets it back to Butte. System 3 on the left-hand side in their half, all the way back to Roberts, who's giving himself some space, goes across the 18-yard box, finds Johnny. Johnny has yards of space, acres of space, comes forward, gets it to Duppwell. Duppwell wall passes it back to Johnny. Johnny is under some pressure, but he is now coming back to his keeper in Davis, who is exhibiting some good footwork as well. Aaron Jackson comes forward. He has number 13 on his back for System 3, comes over to the left and gets it to Butte. Butte is getting it back to Roberts. Just playing some possession football here. They would have to be careful with the passes and the weighting of the passes. Johnny was getting to that one. It is Collis trying to get Jack in the play, and Warring again is to the rescue of Avenues. John picks up the pieces. He looks inside, finds Damal Francis now. Francis back to John. This is on the left-hand side. Avenues trying to build an attack. He pushing it forward, looking for Anderson. Too long it is, Roger. And both teams playing a little patient game here, Roger.
Yes, I think I've picked up what System 3 is trying to do. They are playing patient, more in their defense and across the midfield, and looking for that searching ball to send their strikers through. And it has worked, and it can work if they maintain that positioning. So coming forward now is Avenues. Cut out there is now with Hector. Hector coming up against Johnny. Johnny about a danger. He clears that one, finds Alonso Butte. Butte looks back inside, finds. It looks like it's now with Butte again. Butte trying to clear that one, but it's when in the touch is going to be a throw-in to Avenues. And we see maybe Roxel, if Butte had used his left foot there, you'd have gotten to that ball easier. But he tried to curve that one again using his right leg, and by that time the ball would have crossed the touchline. So it's now going to be a throw-in. Avenues it is. The number 5 chose that one in. It's now back with the number 5. He's now trying to go forward. He's looking for someone to pass to, doesn't say someone as yet. It's been cleared, and it's straight into the hands of the keeper, who came off his line and collects. And he bows that one out just behind him to find Johnny. And Roxanne, you can see the System 3 is definitely playing a system this evening. And he's coming forward now is System 3. It's now with Duppwell. Pushed himself forward for the first time this well, not really the first time, but advancing ahead of the strikers. And the ball's being played through again to James. That flag stays down. James plays that one back. But we see number 18 coming forward, but I want to play behind his back. And another great move on the part of James and System 3. So it's now with Avenues. They're turning around in the middle. Back to John. John, number 17, looks to find his man, but well judged pass there. His number 22 has it. Back to John. John looking for that searching one. Plays it through to find his man. Finds him. There's now with Hade plays that back. Finds Damal Francis. Who I've not been seeing a lot this evening, Roxel, but it's still with Avenues. They're trying to go forward. It back with to Hade. Hade is looking to send that one further wide, but too deep. The player was more or less lying more on a lateral position, and Hade tried to punch that one from a more vertical position, and it was straight to the part of the defender. It's not with System 3. They're not coming forward again. It's with Roberts. Roberts looking to find someone. He plays that one too. finds his centre midfield, who plays that one back. Clear there, good bit of effort there on the part of the keeper, using his feet very well, Roxell, as a keeper, and now coming for system 3. Plays that one to find Dapple. Dapple plays a nice strip pass. Flag stays down. Coming for system 3. This can be dangerous. Play that one to deflected. Oh my word, at that wall, Roxell. That deflection came off of the defender. Hadn't it not touched him, that would have been goal number 2 for sure. But it went into touch. It's going to be another corner kick. I make it for system 3. Living dangerously here was Avenues United again. A big lackluster, a lovely ball there by Dapwell, and system 3 was able to capitalize on that one, but not completing the task, so to speak. So it's going to be a corner kick here to system 3. It's now the 28th minute, and let's see a short one taken there. System 3 trying to come forward. It's now with Butte. Butte punches that one across. Header with the right head. It's going to fall with Collis. It looks like Collis takes that one, put it further right to my left. It's going to be crossed again there. James again trying to get that one, but a good touch there on the part of John. Taking forward there is number 22 for Avenues it is. System 3 wins that one. Dispossessed there again. It's now number 22 for Avenues. Plays that one to find his man. A good bit of one to play there. He turns out this time. Gets that one to find Damal Francis, who turns nicely. Played it back to number 22 for Adam for Avenues. Plays that one down the road now is John. John headed over there by that player there for a player is down in Johnny. Roxanne, is it Johnny who's down there? We see Johnny going up.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and he was trying to head that one, and the player for System 3 more or less crouched under him, and he got tripped and he fell sort of awkwardly there, and a bit of treatment there coming now by the part of the physio. Johnny is still on the floor, and he's now trying to get up. And it's System 3, Roxell, leading in the first 38 minutes of play, 1-0.
Yes, 1-0, and it looks as if the players are using the opportunity to take a refreshment break. As I'm not sure if it's an official cooling break. It's very cool down here, Roger. Really, really cool, and we see some clouds coming across. I'm not sure if we're in for a little shower or two. But the ball has restarted. It's with Davis, the custodian for System 3. He comes across and finds Butte on the left-hand side. Butte finds is a left-footed defender in Roberts. Back to Davis. Davis is going across to Johnny. Johnny is sliding it forward. Finds Jack. Back to Johnny. Patient game as we've been seeing since the last 2 games, Roger, but this one is given away, and we spoke about that. Garrett Ledgerwood, he is bumped off of it by Butte. We spoke about this earlier, Connie, as opposed to the difficulty in that cross across the goal. They have to be precise or they're going to get in trouble, as they did here.
This is the red zone, as Coach Marquis always speak about. You don't pass ball across the goal, and Johnny, as a national player, should know better than this. I think he's approaching the game too casual. He needs to step up his game. You never know who's watching and who's scouting. You never know. So he have to do better. If he continue like this, he's gonna give away goals.
Yes, well, Connie, I share the sentiment. For a player of this caliber, we know they're trying to play positional football, but this ball should not have been even going across the goal actually, a bit short. And it was intercepted there, and we see Butte had to come and commit a foul. And this one now, Roxanne, I'll leave it to you as it's on your end.
Well, this is an area for Hector. Hector double challenge! Oh, the crossbar again! This is his angle. This is his range. And the goalkeeper was beaten all ends up, saved by his upright.
Johnny almost gave away a goal. He needs to be more senior for these men. He have one of the most experienced young System 3 team right now, and he should be showing his leadership and stop making these foolish mistakes, as we say.
Well, this is where we see the grit of the teams that range of Hector, Roger, and we have seen this year in, year out from Hector. From any around that area, he can be on the mark.
Yes, Roxell. And this now with System 3 in Roberts, trying to punch that one should have looked for his man in James, but that one fell just in the box there, and it's been taken up by Osman, then who bows that one out to find Damal Francis, who was in an aqua position there. Had 3 men around him, a bit of pulling and tugging going on there, but the referee saw it and he's awarding a free kick. The pulling, let's see where that one is going. Okay, the referee he changed his position. He's not going to issue a caution. I make it to Damal Francis, and Francis has been carried there. But for one moment, Roxelle, I did see the pulling on the part of Francis, and there was a poor service there on the part of Denny. Playing that ball between three players to Francis. He was no way he would have gone out of that one, and he was forced to commit a foul there, and it's going to be a free kick. I make it about 30 or so, about 25 yards. It is Roxelle and we see Johnny Lennon behind that one. We see Denny now trying to create a wall there. We see a two-man wall in Hector and number 10, and it's going to be players for System 3 Lyman on the edge there. Shot taken straight into the wall. He has another go at it. Plays that one across. Plays it stretching, allowed to play on. Coming around there now is Doppel. Doppel gets that one across. You have two players behind System 3 who gets that one now. He's going to punch that one to finds his man back to in the middle there. I make that one number 23. It looks like Collis who plays out. Take that one way back. We see Johnny still down Roxelle. Roberts has that one. Would he put it out? And he plays that one to... But yes, he played that one out. Johnny Roxelle is now down again.
Yes, this one he was really stretching there, and it was stretched to the limit by John, who was also getting a challenge in. I'm not sure where it looks. He's looking like he's holding just below the hip area on the left-hand side. He is grimacing in some pain. But he's a strong man as well.
Yeah, he landed quite awkwardly.
Yes.
He pushed that ball, and he was more or less flying because he tried to avoid the contact.
Exactly.
And in doing that, he was contacted and fell to the floor. Let's hope that Johnny can last this game on Roxelle, because I think his team really needs him at this point.
Well, they need him, but they don't need him to make the errors he made just now.
That's so true.
Definitely. So let's see. It's with Nash. Nash finds Peters, and the referee is saying he's not yet ready for the throw to be taken, so it will be retaken.
Well, Roxelle, did the whistle blow before that ball went out, or Butte actually missed that one?
He had missed it. He had missed it. Yes, he had missed it. So it's Nash coming now and throwing it downfield, looking for Ledgerwood, headed out by Butte. And Butte has the Captain Arms banner on, according to what we see here now. And Nash, just out of the college as well. He is bowling this one in, headed again out by Butte, kept inside, or attempted to keep it inside, was Simmons. The game has petered out a little bit in terms of the intensity, Connie.
Yeah, Avenue settled a little bit now. They just need to keep the momentum and be a bit more patient when they get the football. When they get the ball, they hurry to get it away. Long balls, they need to play a little bit tiki-taka. Keep the ball, conserve energy, not hit and run like headless chicken, as we say.
Well, I'm not sure if there's going to be a headless chicken after this this corner, but here we go. Corner taken quickly into Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood has Jackson back to the number 19 for Avenues in Dupwell. Dupwell is dispossessed by Jackson, getting it to Simmons, and it goes out of touch. The official says off of Nash, and so it is a throw-in coming the way of System 3. 1-0. Yes, 1-0. That's a score here. And separating the teams was an excellent header from Jonte James. Yes, you've been hearing that name quite often. You may hear it a little bit more often later on, because he's actually in the setup, training setup for Vincy Heat. It's with Roberts. He is booting it upfield, looking for James, but not a good ball there. It goes to John. John not enough on it, but getting to Peters. Peters pushing it down, looking for Dupwell, who heads forward, looking for Hector. Hector controls, looking for Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood is offside, and you could see him looking. Corny was looking at gingerly whether should I go to this or not. Corny.
That was a great call from the official there.
Right, so Roger, the official just got an excellent commendation. It's now Butte going across the box again. Difficult one, but he got away with it. He found Jack. Jack is pushing Collis on the run. He goes on his pedals, but it looks like Peters coming in there and clearing into the CDC stand. And the Avenues can recuperate right now, Connie.
I think System 3 is just going for the counter-attack. Keep the ball, 2-3 touches and hit long ball to the wingers. And they have been successful on the left side. They need to continue penetrate on the left side if they want to score more goals.
Roger?
Yes, and Cho coming in. Let's finish this one off. It's now back to Butte, the system 3. He controls it, Butte, looking to bring now watch. We're gonna change that direction, but missed it, and we see system 3 coming forward again. A shot taken across goal, and it has now crossed the touch line. So it's gonna be a goal kick there to system 3. And I agree with Connie. System 3 has been doing good thus far. They just need to keep more position and try to get those balls through. And if they can get them through, Roxel, I think they can create more damage here to the Avenues team, who seem to be living a bit lackluster from time to time. I'm not seeing the likes of Damal Francis doing enough work. I'm not sure if he's reserving energy, Roxel, for a later boss, but he needs to get more involved and get his team more hyped up.
Yes, sir, Roger, and we just had a little bit of music coming in there. That's the music system through it. Like a little later on, if they hold on for this win, Avenues will be partying in the city if they do get 3 points, and they'll party to music of that type. But it's now with Johnny. Johnny is pushing forward and finds Jack on the right. Jack has acres of space. He comes inside, finds Dupwell. Dupwell is finding, this looks like Aaron Collis. Collis turns back, got himself in some trouble. Damal Francis is again being called for an infringement. 1-0. 1-0. Not sure if you recorded the time it was scored, but it was an excellent cross and finished beautifully at the near post by Jonty James. That separates the teams. 1-0. System 3, the high octane team, they in red, they are leading here. Johnny has it. He finds Roberts. Roberts back to Jackson. Aaron Jackson, number 13 on his back, slides it forward to Collis. Back to Dupwell. The nice interchange by the 3, and now it's with Simmons. Is it trying to bring that one across? Number 17, Jack. He seemed to have not made the contact he would like to, possibly making some more contact with the surface than he would have liked, and so that one went into Denny's arms. From Denny, downfield to Davis. One custodian to the net. Davis comes across, finds Roberts. Roberts is going back to Davis. Davis is looking. He is looking for some movement. Finds Roberts again. As the marking of the Avenues players have not been bad either. As this one goes up, looking to find the number 21 in Simmons. Dash is doing good work, turning and hitting it off of. That looks like Simmons, and it goes out to touch for throwing Roger for Avenues.
Yes, and we see you made a comment a while ago. I think Avenues is not pushing up enough when System 3 has that ball, and I think that's the way they're failing. The only failure that can come against System 3 there is their poor passing in the defense there.
Yes, definitely.
Just now with Avenues, number 15 takes that show deep in a bit of, it's now with Avenues still. They now try to come forward. Is Collis. Collis has that one. Good push. Beating the man on the line there, but took it over the line. It's going to be a throw in there to be awarded to Avenues United.
So, Connie, a number of these youngsters in the national setup, you said they will have to do a little bit more work to get to burst into the team, so to speak. But what do you see in terms of the quality that they bring to the unit, the training unit?
Number 3 for System 3 is a very quality player, very technical player. Just means he's a bit shy. But give him 1 or 2 more years, you're going to be a tremendous asset to the national setup.
Right, that's a Ted Roberts, but from Butte, Roberts controls in the 18-yard box, but he comes forward. He pushes it right, finding that's Jack. Jack heads neatly to Dupwell. Dupwell trying to get that one, but Warren comes to the defense. He finds Dupwell for Avenues, turns back neatly. He finds Francis. Francis back to Dupwell. Nice interchange, looking for Hayde. He controls well. Back to that's Francis. Francis looking for Anderson, and there is Gavin Davis coming, collecting, clutching, and controlling, finding Jack.
As Roger said earlier, this Warren guy is having a tremendous game for Avenues. I think he's playing very well. I think they need to push him more up the field, because as we say in Vinci, we're wasting him there. He needs to be more forward and be more danger, because as you could see, his touches is good, his passing, he's doing a very good job for Avenues.
Yes. I would love to see him in the midfield, as I said earlier, Connie, to distribute, control, and even push a little forward. Roger.
Yes, you mean Robert?
Well, Robert, we were talking about Warren, the, 20,
Warren.
the 22 for
Avenue.
Spain left back, yes.
Yes. He has some quality. As Carney Webb said too, he still has some work to do. Maybe some muscle work and so on. But his techniques and everything is seems to be spot on.
Right, it's with Labia. Labia finds Collis. This is Jackson. Jackson giving it away to Anderson, but Jack comes there. It falls for Hector. Hector turns inside, looking for Garrett Ledgerwood, but it seems as if it came off of Jackson. System 3 living to fight another day. Now with Collis. Collis finds Duckwell. Duckwell is moving forward. He is looking to change it, is he? No, he turns outside neatly. This time, Warren did not get the better of it, as this one was pushed forward, looking. Falls now for Jack. Jack leads Collis in. Collis trying to cross. It falls for Jack again, but not being able to get that one through. It's a tippy-toppy kind of passing in there, eventually getting it out. It looks like Anderson, who is getting around Johnny. He is moving forward, but the referee is pulling back a play here, Roger. I would believe I would have preferred to see the advantage play there.
Exactly.
Yes. So sometimes when you're refereeing, you can't be too quick to blow, and when you have to allow some a bit of advantage there, because we can see some of the Avenues players definitely flying their arms as to say, well, why did you stop that? You could allow because it had not really built up that far for him to stop that play. But we see a caution being issued here, Roxella. I'm not sure about the number. You give me it from here on.
Looks like number 13, and it would have been interesting there because it would have been 3 against 3, and I think Johnny was out of the play there.
Yes.
So it would have been interesting to see how that one would have panned out. But it's a free kick coming the way of Avenues United. Damal Francis behind it. Remember, the scoreline is 1-0. 1-0 in favor of System 3. Chip forward, finding, I make it, that is Hector, who was trying to get it back to Anderson. Anderson was a little too flat-footed, and so he could not take that one in.
Roxel, Hector could be a very good player, but I think he is a bit too lame. He needs to get more active, and he can be he needs to be more flamboyant. He is a bit too static. He needs more movement other than having these free kicks, these dead ball kicks. He's very good at that, but he needs to be moving more as a player.
Roger, I would love to see him play behind the striker and not as the striker. This is where he's been prolific for the football I've seen him play over the last 4 or 5 years that I've known him.
Okay, and coming forward now, System 3, it's been held up, played back there to find Dapper. Dapper turns inside looking for someone to point at one. He points at one across. Flag stays down. The number's getting a bit frustrated now because it cannot be seen and come across there now. But the whistle has gone, Roxel. I think it's half-time. System 3 leading 1-0. That goal, Roxel, I think was scored in around the 17th minute of play. James, it is scoring that one. And your comments, Roxel?
Yes, well, I think System 3 has had the better of the game. Not to say that Avenues was outplayed totally. I think they've held their own since the early outburst by System 3. And they actually had a couple chances, one that hit the post. But the better of the game has gone to System 3. And the scoreline has definitely shown that's the case, Connie.
I think System 3 have to score a bit more goals because, as you can see, the defense is living dangerously. And if they continue to do like this, eventually Avenue is going to capitalize on one of these opportunities. So I think if System 3 need to win this game, they need to score about 2-3 goals.
Right, so it's 1-0 as we go into the halftime. Against Avenues United, the team, the goal that separated the teams came from the head of John T. James. We go to Master Control for some commercials, and we'll be right back to you.
This evening, in the second period of display, System 3 coming up against Avenues. System 3 leading 1-0 in the first period of play. The goal scored by James in about the 17th minute of play. So it's now with System 3 going forward. We see a nice ball being played through the good flat ball. There's James again, the inevitable James. Picks that one up. Being bumped off of that ball this time, but now with Avenues, we see a bit of tussle coming here. Taken away by Avenues, check that one shoot to Hector. But picked up again there, that player traveling very strong, but overrunning that ball, it goes into touch now. It's going to be a throw-in to have System 3, that is. Roxel, are you there with us?
Yeah, Roxel is there with us.
Okay, okay, and I'll take it up. So as it comes to your end, you make the patch, and it's now with System 3. They're trying to go forward. Clears there by Butte. Butte plays to James. James being dispossessed, and it's going to be a free kick to System 3. Leading 1-0 thus far. Can they maintain this? Or will Avenues capitalize on maybe a broken promise or broken ball there by System 3? Now it's with System 3. They're trying to go forward. Plays that one to find Dapple. Dapple plays that one for the right. Poor delivery there. It's Avenues to get that one now. They're trying to come forward. Hector twists and turns, trying to get that one, but deflected. But it's still with Avenues. You see Giovanni Peters picking that one up. Play to his right wing back. Punches that one through, but straight into the path of Butte. Butte gets that one out. It's now with System 3. They're trying to go forward. A good build up there. James plays that one. A nice one to there. This can be dangerous. Left foot comes across, but headed over there by that defender there for Avenues. Further away still. We see Butte now giving a challenge. Is now with Butte. Butte going forward. Butte, strong runner there. Can he get one across? He does so, but into the path of the defender there. Who clears that one now? It's now with Avenues. They're trying to come out. They play that one across very nicely. But all bit in the middle. Francis plays that one. Finds this man, number 22, who tried. He been robbed of that pass, but being taken up there by another player. It's now coming forward as Avenues. The player still has it between his legs, looking for some support, but he's been dispossessed there, and it's going to be a free kick, Roxel, for System 3. But we see a player came in, substituted. We can't remember or see who the player that went to, Roxel. If you can bring us to that one, and I think it's number 9 came in.
Number 9 for
System 3.
System 3. Well, we have number 9 as
5 came in. Number 5 came in.
5?
Number 5. Oh, okay. Number 5 is Charles.
Okay.
I make it.
Yes, number 5.
Yeah,
yes.
Don J. Charles.
Yes.
Right. He has been pretty steady in the defense for System 3 all season. One of the youngsters is quite impressive in the central defensive position.
And Roxel, this is what you're looking for now.
The coach was listening to our commentary.
This is the tester, Roxel. This is the tester for the goalkeeper now.
Hector, but this is
Poor
not
delivery.
not at the standard that we know he is of, and that one into the wall, Roger, and out of a touch. So, and again, we were discussing off air at halftime, Connie and I, based on what System 3 needs to do, because as the game goes on, Roger, Avenues have been growing in confidence. Here they are now with Dupwell. Dupwell is looking to get away from the defenders here. He comes all the way back to John. John is listening to his goalkeeper and goes into the center and finds Geronimo Peters. Peters is pushing this one. Didn't get enough on it. Looking for Nash. Nash is controlling now, but dispossessed coming down there on the left. It looks like it Simmons with all the space in the world, but ran into the bigger, strong defender in Peters. He did enough to put it out of touch, and so throw coming in for System 3, Roger.
Yes, I think Roxel, though, what System 3 has to avoid is getting any free kicks anywhere on the 18, giving Hector that chance. Because I'm looking at this youngster for System 3, the goalkeeper. Looks him to be a very young lad, not mature in terms of size and so on. And I don't think he'll be able to withstand that ton that will come from the boot of Hector. So it's now with goalkeeper Denny for Avenues. He bows that one out, finds Damal Francis in the middle, who was between 3 players. He gives it away to that player there for System 3, trying to get across. Now header going in, deflected, but Rob there is it James? Rob that one? No, not James.
Collis,
and it's now played up there. It's going to be Avenues. They're trying to mount an attack now. It's now with Avenues. They're trying to come forward. Hate being robbed there, and it's now taken over there by system 3. They're trying to go forward once more. He plays that one back, but sends that one across to find his right wing back. He punches that one across, straight to the part of I make it John. It's now with, is it Collis? Twisted and turning. Still possession is system 3. He plays that one across, finds his man. Looking to go forward wide. He brings that one back. Back with Butte. They're looking to possession now. They're bringing it forward back. Just about mid pitch. It's now with Roberts. Roberts plays that forward to find his left wing back. I make it Alonso Butte. It's now Roberts playing it there with the substitute player. It's now going forward there. Plays that one wrong. Still possesses that ball. Finds Dopwell. Dopwell going forward all right, bringing his right back into play. He's going to look upon that one cross. He punches that one cross, but straight to Denny, who collects, and he's going to look to bowl that one out. But James has him there. James has to be very careful. But a poor kick there. But was lucky to get it to as far as I make it. Is it Head? Being rubbed there. It's still with system 2 now. Dopwell get that one through to find his man. Flag stays down. This could be dangerous. Play that one across. But well intercepted there. And it's But Roxanne, look at that one. That was poor on the part of Dopwell. Dopwell had already caught a defender flat-footed. Just to nip it past, I make it Denny. And he made a second move a bit. I call it a boo-boo a bit this time. And he kicked that one out of touch. A chance gone up again there, Roxanne.
Connie, what do you think of this? This is an opportunity that could come back to haunt Avenue, System 3?
I give Ariel a free kick and it would haunt them.
I totally agree.
I share the sentiment as well.
But it's 1-0. Still System 3 up as this one is hammered upfield. Looking to find I make it Ledgerwood. He controls well, trying to find Hector, but it's now I make it with Roberts. Roberts finds Butte. Butte is dispossessed by Ledgerwood. Garrett Ledgerwood it is. He is getting it in a tussle there with Butte again. Comes off of Ledgerwood, and it's going to be a free throw-in coming the way of System 3. But yes, System 3 would need to take these opportunities. That was a golden opportunity for him to hammer on the first occasion, Roger, and move everybody in his way. But he decided to go cheeky and got it wide of the upright. It's now with Jonte James, however. He cannot get past Ronnie Peters. It falls again for James. James is bringing it inside. Let's see, cleared there by John. Looking for Hector. It falls now for this is Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood comes inside. Finds Francis. Francis, as Roger said, would need to show a little bit more of his mettle. He finds Head. Head pushes it forward. Looking for Anderson. Anderson is not getting to that one. Calmly touched out there and doing good work there is Jack. He keeps it in touch. Finds Dopwell. Dopwell to Collis. Collis is dispossessed momentarily by Head. Throwing coming in for System 3. 1-0. The number 7 of System 3, Jonte James, his header separates both teams. Throw came in, found Johnny. Johnny over to Roberts, going on the left. They've been strong on the left, and they find Butte. Butte to Simmons. Simmons turns inside, but cannot get past number 18. It falls now for Dopwell. This is Dopwell for Avenue is trying to find Anderson, dispossessed there, and he's still fighting for it. But Dopwell for System 3, he is equal to the task. He finds Collis. Collis is looking for James. James gets it on the right-hand side there. He crosses a little bit too much in it and always curling away from his target in Lavia. And Connie, this could be an interesting last 20 minutes or so if the goal line stays 1-1.
Yes, it should be an interesting encounter. I think System 3 is dominating the midfield in the early second half. But all in all, I think System 3 is going to come out on top this evening.
Roger Connie has the latest cards on the table. Let's see if Denny and his crew has something to do with it. He boots upfield trying to find Hector. This is Johnny getting a short pass almost by Jack. It falls now for Peters. Peters looking to find Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood controls but bundled off of it there by Butte. Butte finds Charles. Charles to it looks like Simmons. Simmons is trying to get around the number 15. Still Simmons. He goes inside this time, finds Lavia. Lavia finds Charles. Charles, who just came in. He is calmly trying to go through the midfield. Dispossessive by Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood finds Hector. Erel Hector. He is coming inside. Finds Francis. Francis to that's Dopwell. Dopwell for Avenues. Getting it to the Francis dispossessed. Beauty comes forward. It's with Dante James. Dante James. He has it. Turns inside. He goes inside. Finds Lavia. This is a good save by Denny. Is it? No! It is Lavia. Lavia makes it 2. Bubbles off of Denny. He came and tried to close the angle, and I believe it looks as if Connie knows something about the fat lady. The fat lady is almost singing here for System 3. They're leading 2-0.
Janty on fire, look at the path. That's why I think System 3 gonna come out on top. But all in all, as I said earlier, System 3 is dominating the midfield, and without your midfield, you have him. And you could see the quick counter attack, the face by Janty, and a great pass for him.
Roger, the midfield done the hair by Hector, by Damon Francis and Haid not doing what they should for Avenues.
And we see 2 of them leaving. We see Haid leaving for sure. I'm not sure the other number. I'll leave you to
number 19 in the
yes.
in the Dopwell.
Yes, but as Connie would have said earlier on, Avenues is definitely leaving System 3 to walk through the middle of the field. And I must again, Roxelle and Connie, if you looked at Dante James walking through there, and he wasn't being selfish at all. He laid that one off, seeing his teammate in position there who would have scored. And that lad, Roxelle, just probably need to maybe some development in terms of body structure and so on.
He needs a bit
yes, but he has quality.
You could see his technical ability, his vision, and his speed.
Yes.
And you can't coach speed, and he have this.
And he got it.
He's a good finisher.
Yes, he has it.
All right, so coming in for Avenues to try to build some attack in the midfield. We have a former national player in Myron Samuel, and he is joined also by Dakari Hector. Dakari Hector has had some pretty good games when he came in the middle of the park here for Avenues, and they would need him to come good. Another change. Garrett Ledgerwood is also coming off, and
there's a player as well getting nose
right at the back. We'll have to find the last number for you that came in there for Avenues, but here we go. It's 2-0. Jonte James and Desmond Lavia. Those are the goal scorers, Roger.
Yes, and it's with Avenues trying to get that one in, but it's been deflected, and when it touch, it's going to be a throw-in now for System 3. We see Alonso Butte going to get that one, and see Roberts. And look at the movement of these players for System 3. Look, Roberts, he's playing central defense, has dropped off to take that show. And the Avenues midfielder still sitting back there, Roxelle, and allowing the pressure to come to them.
Raja, you could see, if you watch System 3 play, you could see these guys been playing together for years.
Yep.
You could see they understand each other movements and where each other going to be, and this is great to see. So you could see System 3 have a great future going forward.
Another build up there, and a chance coming there again across the goal. Another kick into the goal there.
That was selfish play.
Yes, very selfish indeed on the part of that play.